What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at Russo Lifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Should I do an ASMR tomato juice sip or the cold brew sip? I think we'll just go with both here. So here's a coffee, and here's some delicious tomato juice to stop my muscles from cramping. That's like a thick ASMR sip for that tomato juice. Today I'm going to be going into ACP-105. So if you guys have been following along, I'm redoing all my compound videos, so please subscribe. And I'm going to be doing not just the SARMs, I'm getting them out of the way first, but I'm also going to do all the steroids, right? All the steroids I have experience with. You know, I'm not going to do the ones that I don't have direct experience with, but I will cover everything. So please subscribe with the bell on. Otherwise, you might be randomly unsubscribed. And even if you do subscribe with the bell on, you could be randomly unsubscribed. So follow me on Instagram for an alternative social media platform. I try and answer 20 to 30 people for free every day. My inbox is crazy. Don't take it personal if I don't reply, but I do interact constantly, and I'm on my story today finishing up a direct Q&A with all my followers on my Instagram story. But let's get into ACP-105. So I was the first person to video document it when it came out, right? You know, Tony told me about ACP-105, AC-262. They're very promising as far as side effect profile go. Definitely not power, right? Definitely not for, bodybuilding abuse, but as far as impact on lipids, testosterone suppression, as well as binding affinity. And with ACP-105 specifically, right, the main data that you can point around, I'll have Dante throw up this study right now, is that ACP-105 passes through the blood-brain barrier and is neuroprotective, similar to RAD-140. So that's very promising as far as, age-related cognitive decline, in a clinical dosage, right? If you would administer to elderly, they would have more neuroprotective properties from the ACP-105, thus could halt, cognitive declining issues. So that's the most promising thing, on top of, it being a SARM, meaning it's not steroidal structure, there's no estrogen conversion, there's no DHT conversion. It's selective in binding to skeletal muscle and bone in the clinical dosage, that's being studied. And, overall, I'll go into the bodybuilding abuse thing, but overall, it's very, very promising on paper. It's not that popular because no one on the underground really blew it up. And when I video documented it, I'll have Dante throw up a picture or two of how I look. So here's one picture on how I looked, right? This is the look of ACP-105 only. I think I came off everything or was cruising on a minuscule amount of tests, but I think this was ACP-105 only. And then here's another picture. So there's like the look. As far as the look goes, it's very similar to Ostrine. Dry, sucked in. I mean, Dante can show that picture of my arm. Like, my arm is full and popping, but there's not much nitrogen retention going on there. And I believe that weight was around 210 pounds. I'm 5'11 and a half, 6 foot. So that gives you kind of a correlation on the amount of mass I was maintaining with the ACP-105. So yeah, it's strong enough to hold your mass in a cruise. It's not very, impactful on your blood markers. It's very healthy in that aspect. Obviously, any synthetic androgen is going to skew lipids, but it's not super toxic. It didn't jack up my blood pressure, nothing like that. I really couldn't even tell that I added in this exogenous androgen, to be honest, similar to how, Ostrine has a low toxicity and low side effect profile that you can feel. I'm talking about, around the clinical dosage of Ostrine, which is around 5 to 10 milligrams, or even the moderate bodybuilding dosages of Ostrine is around 20 to 30. That's not that liver toxic, but at 50 milligrams a day, Ostrine is significantly liver toxic. But ACP-105 is very similar look. It's going to shine in a cut. It's going to shine with muscle retention in a cruise. It's going to shine in keeping fat off in between blast. That is where I see this slotting into the grand scheme of things as far as the bodybuilding abuse category. You know, you could go into a much harsher caloric deficit, maintain all your strength, maintain all your density, muscle separation, and up the cardio without fear of losing any tissue that you work so hard for in your caloric surplus for. That's where it shines. Overall, the mental effect of ACP-105 compared to Ostrine, this is where I'll make a direct comparison to another SARM. You know, Ostrine's way better, right? I've touched on this. I'll have Dante put up the Ostrine video if you want to watch the full in detailed Ostrine video. But the thing that keeps me coming back to Ostrine, even though it's like a weak androgen per se, is the mental effect. I feel super confident, you know, super uplifted, bright future, and it's very strong. With ACP-105, doesn't impact my mood whatsoever. I don't get any confidence boost or nothing like that. No agitation either, like something like, you know, Trainer R80-140, nothing like that. Super neutral on the mood. Side effects rate not impacting at all. And with the dosings, I think I experimented with 10 to 20 something milligrams a day, and it was pretty significant, above 15 milligrams a day. So that's, you know, kind of like what I would start around with, and obviously pyramid up and down based on individual reactions. So yeah, that's really what I have to say about it. I definitely think like it's a SARM that has a lot of utilization potential. It's not super popular. I'm sure this video is not going to get a lot of views. I'm sure this video, people are going to be like, oh, what's this one? You know, this one's not popular on the underground. What people don't realize is there's like 100 SARMs, right? There's a list of like 100 SARMs, and there's only a few that really have notoriety, popularity behind them. Like if ACP-105 hit the underground before Ostrine, ACP would probably have the cloud around it as far as the cutting androgen goes. But, you know, Ostrine had more development funding and such, so that one got pushed along. But overall, there's not really much to nitpick around ACP-105. I think it's an overall solid androgen. Is it extremely powerful? No. But is it riddled with fucking side effects and going to impact biomarkers like crazy? No. So more power, more side effects. That's normally how it goes. I hope you found this video informative. I will see you guys in my next one.